Today, for this honest review, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new ThruNite TT10 flashlight. Unboxing the light, you get this sheath, pretty flimsy sheath. It's going to do the trick for most people. However, if you're a power user or someone that may use this for a job on a daily basis, may want to upgrade to a little bit more rugged sheath there, or case for the light. The light itself, of course, ThruNite quality. It's really well built, rock solid forward and back, or front and back, and this features the first ever dual tail cap on a ThruNite flashlight, very similar to what Claris has been doing for some time now with their dual tail cap. So with that, you get instant access to several features, which is a nice touch. Now you may notice this is a little bit bigger than an 18650 flashlight. This one has a 21700 battery in it. It's a 5000 milliamp battery, so you're going to get lots of runtime with this light. Starting from the front of the light, there is a Cree XHP 70B LED, perfectly centered in there, orange peel reflector. Now this has a really good mix of spot and flood, as you'll see in some of the night shots. Crenulated bezel here, that would do some damage probably if you were to get hit with that. You've got your mode or power button on the side. USB rechargeable, which is nice. You've got your dust-free cap here. The light does come with an extra dust-free cap. It also comes with a extra O-ring, as well as the USB charging cable. We're still not up to USB-C yet. And then moving down the light here, you've got the anti-roll on the back, spot for a lanyard, and then your dual tail switches. So on this light, as with other dual tail switch lights, it gives you two options right from the back of the light, and those are usually instant access options, and that's the case with the ThruNite T10. Now they are fairly distinguishable. On the Claris here, you've got a metal and a rubber button, so it's pretty easy to tell at night, for example, or if you just grab this, which one is which. This one is the same way. Not only are they different sizes, but you can see that the main button here for your turbo is a lot higher than your lower button here for your instant access to your strobe. So that's what you're getting with this light, is you're getting instant access to your turbo. You got your momentary turbo there, and then you get your instant access to your strobe. So it's really set up sort of as a tactical flashlight, something that you could use to quickly whip out and blind an attacker, for example. Some users may want instant access to low on the tail cap. You don't get that with the ThruNite, but you do get instant access to low by holding or instant access to moonlight, rather, by holding the mode button on the side there. You can see that you get your instant access to low. 5 brightness levels plus strobe on this flashlight. That does include the turbo and the moonlight. We can go over those. Your highest setting, your turbo, is 3700 lumens. The larger capacity battery allows you to pump that out for 2 minutes, and then it's going to step down to 1100 lumens. It's going to shoot 268 meters, which isn't all that far. Again, you've got a really good mix of spot and flood, which is what I like to have in this size light. An everyday carry light, something that's more of a utility light. I like to have that mix of throw and flood before getting into those specialty lights, which have the bigger reflector. They're going to throw a lot further, or the smaller lights, which are going to give you more flood for indoor use situations. Next level down, the high is 1750 lumens. That's going to run for 3 minutes before stepping down to 1100. And then you have a medium of 300 lumens, quite a bit of mode spacing in between there, 300 on up to 1100 or 1750. You're gonna get 8.5 hours at 300, which is pretty good. And then you've got a low mode of 28 lumens. You're gonna get 68 hours on that. Your moonlight is half a lumen. You'll get 57 days. So again, a lot of runtime with that bigger capacity battery. So some pros to this light are that it's USB rechargeable. It's got a nice form factor to it. The runtime, of course, with that large capacity battery. and the direct access to your turbo as well as strobe. There is a direct access to your low. However, some, including myself, may prefer it to be on the tail switch instead of the mode button. For me, I really don't care about the strobe so much. I would have liked to see SOS as the Claris has. The ThruNite does not have the SOS. And then the last con that I have is that there is a lockout mode on this light. You turn it on to moonlight by holding it down, so you can see you're on moonlight there, and then you hold the button down again until it shuts off. Now the light is locked out. However, the lockout, not only to lock it and to unlock it, is way too quick in my opinion. It's like half a second to a second. As you can see here, if I hold this down, I'm gonna press the button. You can see it just almost instantly comes back on. Now that could be triggered in a pack, especially if you're sliding it down into a holster on the side of your pack, like I do with this light in the bag that I carry in the car. So I do wish that that had a little bit longer lockout spacing, a 2 or 3 second lockout. If you're going to take the time to lock out the light, it's no big deal to just hold that down for an extra second or two, and then that's going to give you a lot better reassurance that that's not going to go off in your pack. Typically in that case, a better option would be to unscrew the tail cap a half a turn. However, you unscrew that half a turn and it also doesn't lock out the light. You really do need to almost unscrew it all the way off before it will not activate the light. So you really can't use the tail cap as a lockout either. So as I mentioned, USB rechargeable. When you're charging the light, it will be red until it's fully charged. Then this little LED here will turn blue. When using the light, the blue is meaning that it is 21 to 100% charged. When it goes red, you're 11 to 20%, and then when it flashes red, it's time to charge at 1 to 10%. And finally, price. The ThruNite TT10 has a pretty good price. You're getting a lot of bang for the buck here. At $100, you're about $20 less than the Claris XT21X, which is a pretty comparable flashlight, and less money than the Olight that we previously reviewed as well. So a lot of bang for the buck here. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below by leaving me a comment. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Please give it a big thumbs up for me. Make sure you share it to any friends or family on your social media who might be interested in a light like this. And if you haven't already done so, please click that red subscribe button and the notification bell to be sure that you're notified of new videos.